When Brock Lesnar walks away from the squared circle after WrestleMania 42, the wrestling world goes silent. But what if the biggest monster in WWE doesn't stay away? What if he comes back transformed, reborn, and more dangerous than ever? Stick around because WWE Express is breaking down the return that could shake up the entire landscape of professional wrestling, and you're not going to want to miss this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you stay updated on all the latest WWE storyline theories and speculation. There's something undeniably magnetic about Brock Lesnar. For nearly 2 decades, he stood at the intersection of legitimate athletic dominance and larger-than-life professional wrestling spectacle. Whether facing Roman Reigns in a clash of titans, destroying opponents with his signature F5, or cutting those rare promos that carry the weight of pure conviction, Lesnar has represented something primal and powerful in WWE. But as we approach WrestleMania 42, whispers of his retirement have grown louder. The Beast Incarnate has conquered everything WWE has to offer. He's held every major championship, defeated legend after legend, and cemented his legacy as one of the most formidable wrestlers of all time. So when the announcement comes that Brock Lesnar will have his final match at the Showcase of the Immortals, it feels like the end of an era. But here's where the narrative gets interesting. What if this retirement isn't the end? What if it's an intermission? The idea of Lesnar returning with a completely new aesthetic is fascinating from a storytelling perspective. For years, we've known the Beast Incarnate as this force of nature built on raw power and aggression. But what if his time away from wrestling allows him to reinvent himself? Think about it. We've seen reinventions happen in wrestling before, but rarely with someone of Lesnar's magnitude. When a superstar of his caliber steps away and returns, it needs to mean something. It needs to represent a fundamental shift in how he approaches the business, how he presents himself, and what he wants to accomplish. Imagine Lesnar's return built around this concept of evolution. Maybe he's trimmed down slightly, trading some of that pure bulk for explosive athleticism and quickness. Maybe his entrance is completely different. Maybe the music changes. Maybe he's incorporated entirely new offense that fans haven't seen from him before. The psychological impact of seeing the Beast Incarnate transformed would be absolutely massive. It would signal that this isn't just another comeback. This is Brock Lesnar 2.0, and whatever he's returning for, it's bigger than anything we've seen from him previously. The character work here is tremendous. Throughout his WWE career, Lesnar has been presented as someone who's already at the peak of human physical capability. But what if his time away was spent not just recovering, but studying? What if he's returned with a renewed passion for the technical aspects of wrestling? What if he's been training in ways that have fundamentally changed his approach to matches? This is the kind of narrative that builds anticipation naturally. Fans would spend weeks theorizing about what Lesnar has been doing. What's different? Why does he look different? What's changed in his mentality? The timing of this storyline is also crucial for the broader WWE narrative. WrestleMania 42 represents a crossroads for multiple superstars. While one era ends with Lesnar's retirement match, his eventual return could serve as a catalyst for entirely new storylines. If Lesnar comes back targeting specific wrestlers, seeking revenge on those who thought he was gone, or pursuing championships in ways we haven't seen before, it opens up incredible possibilities. He could be the dark horse that nobody expected in major championship pictures. He could be the mentor to rising stars, using his return as an opportunity to build the next generation while simultaneously proving he's still the most dangerous wrestler alive. The aesthetic change is key to selling this narrative. Professional wrestling has always been about visual storytelling. The way a wrestler looks communicates who they are before they ever step between the ropes. If Lesnar returns noticeably different in appearance, it's not just a superficial change. It's a statement. Maybe he's adopted a new entrance presentation that's more calculated, more methodical, less purely beast-like and more strategically dangerous. Maybe his merchandise has evolved. Maybe the way he carries himself in promos has shifted from the measured intensity we've known to something even more sinister because it's more controlled. What makes this concept work narratively is that it respects what Lesnar has already accomplished while opening the door to new chapters. He doesn't need to be built back up as a threat. Everyone already knows what he is. But showing that he's evolved, that he's improved, that he's thought deeply about his craft during his absence, that transforms him from a dormant threat into an active, unpredictable force. Nobody would know what version of Brock Lesnar they're getting when he returns. The booking possibilities become endless. Lesnar could return to confront whoever holds major championships at that time. He could become a wildcard in multi-way matches, a presence that immediately elevates the perceived stakes of any contest he enters. He could form or reform alliances that we haven't anticipated. He could pursue specific wrestlers with a vendetta that develops naturally from where storylines go during his absence. The beauty of having such a dominant figure step away and return refreshed is that creative has the freedom to take him in multiple directions, and none of them feel implausible given his track record. From a character psychology standpoint, this narrative thread would resonate with audiences for a specific reason. We live in an era where superstars constantly evolve. We've seen them reinvent their looks, their movesets, their philosophies, and their presentation. But Lesnar has always felt almost above that need for reinvention because he's always felt complete, always felt like he needed nothing additional. Seeing him choose to evolve, to return different, would suggest that even the Beast incarnate recognizes that improvement is always possible. That's a powerful message and a compelling narrative hook. The WWE Universe thrives on these kinds of possibilities. When a legend steps away, fans immediately begin theorizing about their return. The conversation becomes part of the story itself. Imagine the social media discourse. Imagine the YouTube videos analyzing every detail of Lesnar's possible transformation. Imagine fans debating what's changed, why it's changed, and what it means for the future of WWE. That organic engagement is worth more than almost any angle can manufacture. What makes this storyline particularly potent is that it allows WWE to surprise even the most dedicated fans. Everyone expects Lesnar will eventually return, but nobody can predict exactly how, when, or in what form. The idea that he returns noticeably different, visibly evolved, gives creative the ability to make that moment absolutely electrifying. It's not just another homecoming, it's a revelation. The Beast incarnate stepping away and returning transformed would represent a pivotal moment in modern WWE storytelling. It would prove that even the most seemingly complete superstars can evolve, can improve, and can surprise us. It would create genuine intrigue about what comes next, who he'll face, and what he's capable of in this new iteration. This is the kind of storytelling that WWE Express loves to explore because it treats professional wrestling with the seriousness it deserves. It's narrative, it's character development, and it's the human drama that makes wrestling so compelling when it's done right. Lesnar's evolution wouldn't just be about his physical appearance. It would be about his journey as a character, his growth, and his continued relevance in a company that constantly pushes forward. So there you have it. The possibility of Brock Lesnar returning to WWE with a completely new look after WrestleMania 42 is a narrative goldmine. It respects his legacy while opening doors to exciting new chapters. If you enjoyed this deep dive into speculative WWE storytelling and character psychology, please subscribe to WWE Express for more analysis just like this. We break down the storylines, the psychology, and the booking decisions that make WWE fascinating. Subscribe now and join our community of wrestling fans who love thinking deeply about the stories being told in the ring. Thanks for watching WWE Express, and we'll see you in the next one.